Without saying your food HR, we know exactly when you lied and how you lied. English is so profound language. You can't even sue Panda Express for false advertising. I came to the United States a couple years ago. In order to welcome me, my husband's best friend invited us to a really fancy restaurant. No, it's not a Chinese restaurant. What are you guys thinking about? Have some imaginations. It's a Greek restaurant. Till now, I understand Greek people are the biggest restaurant owners in the United States, but at that time I have no knowledge. At that time I just know McDonald's and the Kentucky Fried Chicken. It actually is a real eye-opener for me because I realized the restaurant I used to went to where pizza was served, it's actually not Indian restaurant. But we'll talk about that in another topic. But today I just want to share a sad story of me. When I was in China, some colleague and I decided to try the newly opened restaurant by the office. We really didn't know what kind of food will be served. So we walked in and walked out swearing we'll not come back anymore. Since the background music sounds a little bit Indian-ish, so we agreed to call it that Indian restaurant. In China, most people don't have the opportunities to hear other foreign language, say Indian or Greek, Arabic. So we don't know what kind of sound was heard. It's just so familiar. So I think it must be Indian sound because I watched those Indian movies when I was young. So, but we agreed to call that Indian restaurant. So after we ordered, the waiter came over and talked to us. They say, this is a really high calorie choice of your meal, but for your health, she actually talking to me. For your health, we have a lower calorie version. So I just looked down in the menu to see what he was talking about. Actually, that's the specialty of that restaurant. They offer lower calorie version of a food. Of course, Greek food, not Indian food. At the time, I saw it's Indian food. So because he just talked to me a little bit odd, right? So everybody was looking at me. So I was reading, and then I really want to have some question to ask, but I just feel awkward at the time because I see the price, it's double the price. And then I just look up to him and say, yes, of course. Yeah, not like now. I still care about how people think of me at that time. So I ordered the low-calorie version of the meal, and I felt hungry 30 minutes after I finished the meal. And when we come back to office, my stomach just make a very loud gurgle sound. Yeah, very loud. I think everybody in the office could hear it. And of course, they didn't laugh, but I really want to laugh at that time. I know they must talk about that after I quit. It's okay. If you guys could see this video, you can laugh it again. Oh, I just hate the low-calorie Indian food. As a Chinese, I love Chinese food a lot. You can go out, ask any Chinese people if they love Chinese food. I dare they will say no. But I really don't like the popular mainstream Chinese food in the United States, like all you can eat Chinese buffet, like $10.99 per person. You really think for $10.99 you can eat all the well prepared food? Seriously, even I don't believe that. I'm a really cheap person. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. And Panda Express. Panda Express. Look at the menu of Panda Express. Orange chicken. Panda Express most popular legacy items. Seriously, I love orange. It's so sweet and juicy. I love chicken. It just tastes nothing. But this orange chicken, you taste nothing but sugar. Come on, correct me if I'm wrong. In orange chicken, you cannot taste orange as a taste. But you can see orange as a color, right? English is so profound language. You can't even sue Panda Express for false advertising. You guys might notice I'm a little bit different in this video because I just realized there's a light I could use. It really makes me prettier. Okay, come back to my topic. How you guys see Chinese people and Chinese food? I don't know. I have a stereotype. It says Chinese people eat everything they could find on the earth. Say if we caught an alien, after all the fight, even with the help of superheroes, and we eventually caught the first alien on earth, and Chinese people would think, oh, I'm so tired after this fight. I must cook it. I must have a taste of it. I know it's a joke, but it's so impressive. I really buy in. Before I came to States, I have a job in China. I work in human resource. Yeah, it's a fun job to do, actually. We actually call human resource human gossiping resource. Wow, HR knows everything. HR know you better than your mommy. We know how much money you make per hour, before tax, after tax. For the first interview, we know exactly what kind of person you are. Don't fool yourself saying you fooled HR. We know exactly when you lied and how you lied. We did not point it out just because we don't want to help improving your lying skills. Back then, when I was in China, I was asked to invite a couple of foreign employees for dinner. Yes, we call you guys foreigner if you're in China. In fact, I feel sad. Nobody call me foreigner here. Foreigner is such an entitled name who enjoy all kinds of privileges in China. See, I have to take you guys for dinner because of that. But I was really excited about it, not because you're foreigner. It's a valuable opportunity for me to order some food I really like and company pay for it. So I ordered a dish called crispy pigeon. Yes, it's made of pigeon. They deep fry the pigeon until the bone even crispy enough you can eat. I really love it. When the crispy pigeon was served, all my foreigner friends was surprised. They just opened their eyes and staring at the pigeon. But they tried very hard to disguise their real feelings from me. They all look at the pigeon carefully, thoroughly, and silently. I felt this awkward atmosphere on the table. Luckily, there was a guy. He felt the same, so he broke the silence by saying carefully, Is that pigeon? Oh, yes. That's my favorite dish in this restaurant. I emphasize favorite because I was afraid they might ask the waitress to take the dish away. It actually happened before. So I don't allow my crispy pigeon to fly away in front of my nose. Thanks to them, they're so loving and they're so considering. So I was able to finish the pigeon all by myself. I really enjoyed it. After that, I was never asked to host a company paid dinner. So I still don't know why. It's still one paragraph, but I don't think it's so funny, so I don't want to talk anymore. So that's the end of this episode. See you next time. Let's stay shocked. Bye.